Question: if you are traveling and you have an option to take your own food with you, or if there are local merchants that are going to be where the place where you're going to travel to will have food, etc., but it'll be more expensive, which one is a better option? So, this week's Parsha, there is an answer to this question, a piece of advice. It's actually in Parshas Chukas. It's in the Meddrash. It is in the fourth Aliyah, and it talks about how after the story of the Mei Meriva, the whole situation with the water, how Moshe got punished as an outcome of that, the Torah goes into a story of how Moshe Rabbeinu sent out malachim, messengers, from the city of Kadesh to the king of, Kadesh, to the king of Edom, and he sent him a message as follows. He tells him like this. He says, "Your brother Yisrael," meaning ourselves, says as follows: "You know all the bad things that have befallen upon us." And he continues, he tells him the history of what happened to them. And he concludes, after his introduction, he concludes what he wants from this king of Edom. He says, "Let us pass through your land. We're not going to go through your fields. We're not going to go through your vineyards. Don't worry, we're not going to take away your resources." And he says another thing which we're going to delve on over here in the Meddrash. It says, "V'lo nishta mei ve'er." We will not drink the waters of be'er, well. The Medrash asks a very interesting question over here. Just the wording seemingly is difficult. Seemingly, grammatically, it should say we won't drink waters of wells, right? Not of well. It would make sense to say, or a well would make more sense. What does it mean, not waters of well? So the Medrash says that actually what Moshe Rabbeinu is telling the king of Edom is that they, even though they have their own resources, right? They have their own well. In other words, the well of Miriam, which actually was with them in the desert and gave them water. Moshe Rabbeinu nonetheless said, "We will not drink the water of well," meaning our own well that we brought with us, which gives us pretty much endless amount of water. Rather, we will take from you, and not in the sense that we'll take for free. Rather, we will purchase it from you. So the Medrash says there's actually a very a practical lesson over here for travelers when they go to a place that they are going to be either residing by or possibly even passing through. They should not, even though they have resources that they brought along with them, they actually should not use those resources, and they should rather buy from the merchant that is selling the resources, these exact resources, in order to pleasure the merchant. So, quite an interesting lesson, because this basically, what this boils down to is basically the concept, seemingly, one can say, is the concept of l'sheves yitzara, that the land should be dwelled. In other words, we want to basically add to the world trade. We want that there should be trade for everyone and humanity in the world at large. There should be resources for everybody, and we should all work together. So the Medrash is actually saying quite a powerful lesson that Moshe Rabbeinu himself saw far ahead, which is that basically, even though we know we could save money over here, we have what we need, nonetheless, we want to add to the, so to speak, the world economy. We want to make sure that money flows, people's resources are flowing, people's jobs are happening, etc., etc. So this is quite an important lesson. So anybody this point in the summer, let's say you're traveling to wherever you're going, and you bring your own food with you just in case, but you have a restaurant there, you have a store, they need to make money, they need a parnasa. The right thing to do, according to this story, would be even though it might cost you out of pocket money you wouldn't have spent otherwise, this is important from the larger perspective, from the world as a whole. Let me know what you have to say on these thoughts. I'm sure there are cases where this wouldn't apply as well. We could think through that. So have a great day, and let me know what you think.